Hello and welcome to an introduction to school libraries. The specific definition of school libraries can differ among states, but New Jersey is lucky in that there have been dedicated research studies into the effectiveness of school libraries. Here are the findings of one study from 2012, showing how very powerful and effective the role of a school library is in student learning. Specifically, school librarians are tasked with ensuring that students know how to navigate our information-saturated world. It's not good enough for students to simply understand where to find information, but how to apply it to learning inside and outside of a school setting. School librarians work in conjunction with teachers to prepare students for competitive future career paths and develop confidence in these skills. School librarians in the state of New Jersey must hold certification. According to New Jersey Administrative Code, there are two types: School Library Media Specialist and Associate School Library Media Specialist. In the last few years, New Jersey has changed the requirements to make them more accessible to a wider range of people. Previously, to teach in a K-12 setting, the librarian had to also hold a teaching certification in addition to either a library master's degree or school library certificate endorsement. This is still an acceptable path to certification, but the fast track has been to earn a library master's degree plus a sequence of 3 education courses for a total of 12 additional credits beyond the master's. Hopefuls that have both a master's in library science and education credits can be employed as either a school or public librarian. Hopefuls that already hold a teaching certification and plan to stay within the school environment would do well to earn only the endorsement. These technical differences can be overwhelming. All of these points are outlined in a brochure maintained by Rutgers and the New Jersey Association of School Librarians, also known as NJSL. The organization of a school library varies from district to district. Most librarians would report to their principal. Some districts would have different structures, with school librarians reporting to multiple people in a hierarchy. Even if the reporting structure isn't always clear, the multitude of benefits that teachers have do apply to school librarians. Librarians are eligible for the protection of tenure in addition to other benefits outlined in a Board of Education contract. When it comes to the organization of support staff in a library, many school librarians work alone. Some school librarians have clerks that perform administrative tasks, while many do not. These days, the provision of support staff seems to be directly related to school budget and staffing priorities. The organization of a school library within each grade level setting can differ dramatically. The biggest difference is that elementary school librarians often are required to teach groups of students on a daily basis. As students get older, their independence increases, and therefore the school library setting grows more flexible. There are arrows on this slide because it is important to note that any of these characteristics can apply to any of these settings depending on the school. School librarians wear many different professional hats, which is why self-motivation is a critical skill for new librarians to have. Expectations of a school librarian could be teaching and lesson planning. Sometimes you would be required to submit weekly plans. Other districts may ask you to prepare a monthly report. Teaching can be daily or on a semi-scheduled basis. Topics you might teach are research skills, parts of the book, close reading, or even STEM-based learning such as makerspaces or innovation labs. You might be the go-to person for facility scheduling because, after all, your school library likely has access to technology and projection capabilities. School librarians are also expected to understand the needs of their students' personal reading. This can be accomplished through a strong understanding of Reader's Advisory. Also, you might plan after-school or lunchtime programming such as book talks or book clubs, to keep your students' interest piqued and coming back for more. With the rise of online testing, and with your knowledge of technology and information literacy skills, school librarians are often viewed as the perfect candidates to help coordinate the rollout of these tests. School librarians are expected to have the knowledge of basic technology troubleshooting, and might be the first point of contact for teachers that need assistance. Depending on the district, the school librarian might be the only school technology support. Principals in central office can call on school librarians to be a part of special projects. This might include curriculum planning or being part of grant development. Today, school librarians are also valued as in-house professional development providers. Since you have a knowledge of information literacy skills, you might be expected to share these strategies with your colleagues. School librarians are also on the cutting edge of educational technology and all of its applications in the classroom. School librarians are expected to maintain a budget, no matter how big or small, and forecast their needs. This ensures your school librarian program is tethered strongly to the curriculum. Since 2012, new legislation was enacted in New Jersey which overhauled the teacher evaluation system. One component is for districts to use a reflective framework model in conjunction with in-person supervisor evaluations. Also, a new measure came about called an SGO, which stands for Student Growth Objective. The simple idea is that educators aim to improve student performance by a certain measure at the end of the school year. However, there is a lot of controversy surrounding SGOs related to the fairness and effectiveness of them. The state of New Jersey does not require SGOs for school librarians at this time. However, it is left up to the discretion of the school district, with many districts choosing to have their librarians submit 1 or 2 SGOs. NJSL has published significant information about SGOs on their website, and it is expected that updates will continue. New school librarians should understand, however, what is included in the state evaluation process. The challenges that school librarians face are not necessarily unique. Budgetary decisions directly impact every opportunity within a school district, from supplies to staffing to space. Some school librarians with little to no budget rely on donations and grants to grow their collections. Others with healthy budgets work to spend every cent in fear of the money not being available next school year. Support staff numbers are dwindling as districts choose to not hire positions that have gone empty. This impacts school librarians as they take on not only the professional instructional role, but also the administrative. Therefore, programming can suffer, as it is simply not as easy to say yes. Unique to a school setting is the increase of one-to-one technology. This means students are able to do research in a mobile environment and do not rely on coming to a static computer lab. Additionally, some districts have created roles known as tech coaches, the concept being a dedicated staff member to assist and model for teachers as they integrate technology into their lessons. This seems like the natural position for school librarians, but these new positions easily go to classroom teachers as well. Self-advocacy and motivation are key to maintaining relevancy as a school librarian. Join committees, conference with your supervisor, and collaborate with your teachers to make your unique skill set known. Sometimes it isn't the students that need to do the most learning. School librarians have a wonderfully unique set of opportunities in a school setting, and here are just a few. Be the in-house professional development person, or join the team that is. This saves the district money and helps make your library resources as well as professional expertise known to all stakeholders. You want to be the go-to person in the school, from substitutes trying to find the bathroom to the 8th grade social studies department looking for primary sources. There is no other room than the library that lends itself to cross-curricular initiatives, especially when it comes to nonfiction reading. Whether digital or print, the school librarian knows where to find it. School librarians are dedicated to teaching quality research skills. This is never a fun lesson to teach because the material can be dry. It's a perfect time to insert yourself into the lesson plans of teachers so that their students get exposed to the world of good research. Sometimes the message sinks in better when students hear it from 2 different sides. Many districts focus on Lexile levels in the curriculum that they roll out. Whatever your personal opinion is about Lexiles and student reading, be a part of the conversation with all stakeholders involved. This not only shows you the district's plan, but it lets you as a school librarian anticipate ways to help. Curriculum planning is another prime opportunity for school librarians, especially in the older grades. Your unique cross-curricular vantage point helps become the glue that principals are often looking for. Lastly, there is such an emphasis on STEM that school libraries can take the lead from public libraries and create a makerspace or innovation lab. It doesn't have to be huge or expensive. It can be a craft session at lunch. These are just a few of the unique opportunities that school librarians have to further strengthen their professional goals. The organizations outlined here are examples of where the voices of school librarians are extremely relevant and much needed. If you haven't explored online personal learning networks, give them a try. This presentation has shown that school libraries are indeed relevant to the future of student learning. There are both unique opportunities and challenges that come with this career path, but ultimately it is a very rewarding one. Please consider becoming a school librarian in New Jersey. Thank you for watching. For more videos like this, please visit njla.org.